Yo, what's up everybody? It's Jack and welcome back to another video. And Thunder, thank you very much once again for having one of my videos posted up on TSG. It is an absolute honor and it is greatly appreciated. And this is my second go around, so hopefully this one will be even better. And with that being said, guys, there's something that I really wanted to talk about, and that is the fact that I think that developers should have full creative control over the game that they create, at least for the most part. It just seems like Activision really limits the capabilities of the developers and whatnot, and it kind of hurts the game, long story short. And the inspiration behind the subject of today's video basically came from Twitter. So apparently, long story short, Vaughn, I guess, had a few ideas for the next game or whatnot, and he had to go to the higher-ups to get the okay. And so basically he had to go to Activision, and I guess they said no to his original idea, and I guess he had to alter it a little bit, and then and then they're good to go. But the thing is that it seems that there are a lot of ideas that Activision has, or just not ideas really. It's just that basically, long story short, Activision decides what ends up happening with the game and what direction the everybody is going to go in. And for instance, for those of you guys that love Call of Duty World War II and are having an absolute great time with it, that's great. That's awesome. I'm not gonna say, oh, COD World War II sucks and you suck for liking it or anything like that. That's not the case at all. And you know, it's great. If you enjoy it, then that's great. I hope you continue to enjoy it, and I hope you have a lot of fun playing it. But as you guys remember, back, I don't know how many months ago, but it was revealed that Sledgehammer Games was originally going to do Call of Duty Advanced Warfare 2. Now, Advanced Warfare 2 could still be a boots-on-the-ground game. The only difference is the paint job, and, you know, I think it's pretty safe to say that the paint job is the last thing we got to worry about when it comes to a good Call of Duty game. It's the gameplay and the things that are implemented into the game and the innovation that make the true difference. And so with Advanced Warfare 2, which was what they were originally planning to do, I guess at some point in time, I'm guessing anywhere from the beginning to maybe even up to a year in production or whatnot, maybe Activision just said, okay, hold up, you guys need to stop production on Advanced Warfare 2, and basically we need to go back to the old settings or whatnot, which is World War II. So, and if you think about it, it does make sense, and they had to have been in production for some time for Advanced Warfare 2, and all of a sudden Activision came in and basically put the brakes on their production, I guess, at some point in time. I don't know exactly how deep they were in before Activision told them to change the direction they were going to go in. But if it's at least a year in, I mean, I think we can. If they were in at least a year deep, I guess Sledgehammer Games has a damn good excuse for Call of Duty World War II lacking in some ways, shapes, or form. So. And so it's not entirely their fault. So I mean, these things take a while. I know that for sure. And the thing is, especially with Treyarch, the ones that have been, in my opinion, the most successful in terms of making the best Call of Duty games over the last few years, I could say that they're the ones that, you know, they should have full creative control. Period. I mean, always. I mean, everything that they've come up with so far, and as Thunder said in one of his videos as well. Every single time they go with their gut, they've always been successful. Obviously, like every other Call of Duty game, there's been a few things that are questionable. Like, for instance, the specialists. A lot of people were questioning the specialists, and some people even did still continue to question the specialists even after a couple years after the game's been released. But I think we can all agree that specialists wasn't as bad as we thought it was going to be for Black Ops 3, and as a matter of fact, a lot of people welcomed it and said that it was a really good addition. And the changes that they made to the advanced movement to where you can stay boots on the ground and still play Call of Duty traditionally is a good thing. It's a good way to please, you know, both sides of the audience. So I trust Treyarch, and let's not mention the fact that there's also the fact that Activision. I mean, I think it's pretty safe to say that sometimes they can definitely be cheap. I mean, there's no excuse for us not to have dedicated servers, for instance, full-on dedicated servers. There's not as many people that play Halo, and Halo has all dedicated servers, and obviously Call of Duty and Activision make the most amount of money every single year for the most part, and a lot of it also comes from supply drops. And let's not forget the fact that also apparently World War II has also broken records in terms of sales or whatnot, or the most records in a long time. So when you put all this together, I mean, sometimes it just seems like Activision is the only one that's putting the brakes to what Call of Duty's potential can fully reach, and it's kind of heartbreaking. So lately I've been fantasizing a world of Call of Duty without Activision, and when you look at everything, it's like, I know it's all politics, I know it's all money, and there's all sorts of things in between, but I mean, sometimes we just gotta eliminate the BS and just go with our gut, because apparently Treyarch, every single time they go with their gut, it's been really good. So, and it'll definitely help push Call of Duty in the right direction. So that's all I got for this one, guys. I really wanted to talk about it because with those tweets, they kind of really helped inspire the topic of the video, and there's other YouTubers that talked about it as well, more or less. But when you look at it, it just seems to be that Activision seems to be the problem. I mean, like I said before, like Thunder has even said before, they can, those guys in terms of business and how they can maximize profits, they're second to none. They're amazing. They can, as Thunder has once said, they can sell a cup of water to a drowning man. So it's absolutely true. But in terms of the creativity and all that, I mean, just let the developers do their thing. And it seems like every single time the developers do their thing, there's great things that happen. I mean, look at the popularity of some of these other games that have so many people playing them, and they're not even fully finished yet either. Games like, let's say, PUBG or Fortnite, things like that. So, but anyway, guys, that's all I got for this one. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay and the commentary, and as always, if you did, let me know, and if you didn't, let me know what I could do to make my videos better. And Thunder, thank you very much for having me on again. It was an absolute pleasure, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.